Man, oh man, man, oh man, do I tell you, the NBA is just a gift that keeps on giving. The game I just watched was genuinely a modern day masterpiece. I don't remember the last time I've seen a playoff game this good. This was chef's kiss, perfection. Adam Silver, you've done it again. Game one of OKC versus Spurs at OKC. It started off the bat spectacular. The Spurs rattled off like a 7-0 run. It felt like to start off the first quarter. OKC couldn't get nothing going. Couldn't get anything going. And then the man, the myth, the legend himself, Alex Caruso, turned into Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I don't know what happened. I don't know if the ghost of Stephen Curry took over Alex Caruso. But let me get the official stat. From 3-point line, Alex Caruso, who shot, I want to say sub 35% from three in the regular season. From three tonight, shot 8 for 14 from three. I don't know if Reggie Miller was there at the broadcast. I don't know if he, used his essence and just seeped it into Alex Caruso. But man, did he have a masterclass of a game. And it's so unfortunate that it was spoiled by a loss because at the end of the day, Spurs were just better. Wemby, 41 points, 24 rebounds, a steal, 3 blocks. He had 9 offensive rebounds. And for the majority of the game was never in foul trouble. What do you do if you're OKC? There was a statistic that was shown towards the end of the third quarter that OKC's efficiency was like sub 40% when Wemby's in the game, and then when he wasn't, they were 10 for 13. It was genuinely insane his defensive impact. That if you look at the box score, the stat sheet, only 2 blocks. It's not like he had his usual freakish numbers like a 5 or 10 block game. No, I would argue this was more dominant than those 10 block games. There was multiple times where OKC got 2 feet in the paint, thinking it's a wide open layup, and said, I see the ghost of the goat, Wembenyama. I can't put it up. Multiple times throughout the game, Jalen Williams did it. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander did it. I saw a play where Casey Wallace did it. Nobody wanted to put up a shot on Victor Wembanyama, and rightfully so. He was just dogging him all game. It's just the play that solidified to me where I realized, yeah, he's really gonna be one of the ones. Not know he's gonna be a great or an old timer. We already knew that since he stepped foot in the league. He's gonna be a GOAT. Down 3, facing losing this game. He had Dylan Harper wide open for the layup with 40 seconds left to go. And instead of passing it for the easy deuce, Victor Wembanyama did what Michael Jordan would have done and stepped 2 feet damn near at the logo, yak up, and shot a logo 3 tie game. The balls, the goal you need to take and make that shot is out of this world. Out of this world. That's something, oh boy, right here. That's a shot he would take. Jordan would take. Kobe would take. That shot is crazy. And it went in. This game went to double overtime. Masterpiece. You can tell towards the end of the game, OKC was tired. The Spurs too. They were dead tired. I want to give all the credit in the world to Wembanyama, who played 49 minutes. My biggest critique with Wemby is his durability in terms of playing extended minutes in a game. Wemby would never crack 40 minutes in a game in a regular season, which is frustrating for a player who is so impactful on both sides of the court. He's already the best defensive player of all time in terms of just eye test. Yeah, you just know he's the best defender, the best defensive player ever touched the planet. And offensively, no one can hang with him. There's no one in the league taller than Wemby. Just throw it up there. Wemby said, So it's so frustrating as a viewer to see the Spurs lose games because Wemby can only play 30 minutes, 33 minutes. Very unfortunate, but this game, hats off to Wemby. He played 49 minutes. and he was damn good every single minute. It was to the point where I'm like, do you even like what? Do you even take Wemby on the court? Like, it was crazy because the Spurs team today without De'Aaron Fox, they have depth, but they're also not deep of a team. I mean, you look that they ran their starters into the ground 44 minutes, 49, 51, 49, 47. Uh, their backups only played 6, 22, 14, and 9 minutes. Carter Bryant gave them really good minutes, even though he didn't score a lot. He only had 3 points. He didn't have no stocks. You watch his defense on Shea. Shea was clearly bothered by his length, his strength, his athleticism. Keldon Johnson came off the bench, gave him a spark plug off the bench. 6 man of the year. That's what he's here for. And Harrison Barnes didn't do much of nothing. He was just there to let the starters rest. Luke Cornett, Wemby's backup. Wow, he's just like a bundle of ass. He's so terrible. Genuinely, it's like nails on a chalkboard watching him play basketball. I genuinely saw Jared McCain, the smallest player I think on both teams, just shoulder check him into an easy lay. That's embarrassing. He doesn't have good foot speed whatsoever. He doesn't have any sort of imposing strength whatsoever. He's just big for no reason. So he's slow and he's big for no reason. No scoring chops whatsoever. No defensive chops whatsoever. And I understand as a Spurs team, hey, we have Wemby. Optimally, we want to play him as much as possible, so we're not really interested or that burdened by our backup center. But dude, this dude's genuinely terrible. Like, he's genuinely terrible. They need to get a new starting backup center this offseason. But that's for later. Coming into this game, my prediction was Spurs in 6. And I damn near want to say 5. But I'm going to stay at 6 because I'm going to respect the OKC Thunder. I mean, give them credit. They played a damn good game against, the GOAT himself, Wemby. Shea started off really rough until the fourth quarter where he started turning up. I think he had 8 in that quarter. And he was just scoring relentlessly. When they needed a critical, crucial shot, he answered and delivered every single time. So hats off to Shea. I mean, for those saying, Shea and J-Dub had inefficient games, I'm giving J-Dub grace as he's coming back from an injury, hamstring. Those soft tissue injuries, you have to be very careful, which is why he came off the bench during the game, I think. Oh, no, I think he started. My fault. But he was also very inefficient. Took him 25 shots to get 26 points. Took Shea 23 shots to get 24 points. And I just say hats off to the Spurs defense. I mean, their wings are nothing to call home about in terms of like a Keldon Johnson or even a Devin Vassell defensively. And Carter Bryant only got limited minutes in the game. But their guards, Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper had 7 steals. 7 steals. From your point guard who's not really a lockdown defender. That's amazing. That's what wins you games. Stephon Castle defensively held his own. Forced these guys to take awkward, bad shots. It put Shea in a predicament that he didn't want to be in. He can't get to the rim because Wemby's there. And he can't get to his midi because these guys are like, I'll let you walk to the rim and meet Wemby. I'll let you try and take a step back 3. That's what we want you to do. But what I'm not going to let you do is take a tween cross midi. No. So they're playing so tight on the midi, and Shea can't blow by and go to the rim because Wemby's there. So Shea is in a very, very tough predicament in this series, and this is something that Coach Dayton has to figure out. And you can see as the game progressed, he slowly started to figure out some lineup combinations to move Wemby out the paint. They chose, for example, last shot of the game to turn in the fourth quarter. Last shot of the fourth quarter to go to OT or to tie game before the last. Yeah. They had Chet out at the 3, made Wemby guard Chet because if he helps off Chet to guard Shea, that's a game-winning shot. That's a 3. You lose. So he had to swallow his pride, let Stephon Castle, I think it was, play one-on-one because 3 beats you, 2 ties, we go to OT, which is clearly was ultimately the best decision Wemby made. So like decisions like that were very eye-opening of different combinations, different schemes OKC could do to get Wemby out the paint. which is an interesting ideology because as we've seen in previous series, some coaches were like, "Hey, Wemby's gonna block our shots," such as the Timberwolves. Just keep going at him, going at him, going at him. He can't block them all. But in this game, this series, it looks like OKC's opting to do more of a, yeah, let's get him as far away as from the basket as possible. Interesting change of pace, a change of way of guarding Wemby. Um, Going back to the Spurs, Stephon Castle, gosh, he's genuinely like acid. Like 11 assists is amazing until you turn your eyes over one spot and you see 11 turnovers. Dude, he was genuinely trying to give OKC the game multiple times throughout the game. There was multiple instances where it seems like, okay, the Spurs are pulling away. OKC really can't get nothing going. And then here comes Stephon Castle saying, here, Shea, take the ball from me. It's so crazy. I mean, and it's so funny that he was so adamant coming into the league. I'm gonna be a point guard. I want to be a point guard. And the Spurs said, "Yeah, we're gonna take you. You're not really gonna play point guard for us, though." Which was clearly the right call. This guy's ass. He cannot handle the rock to save his life. His playmaking is so subpar for a lead guard that you want to win a championship. Because it's not hard to throw the ball up to Wemby. I mean, Dylan Harper did it. 6 assists to 1 turnover. Amazing. You're going to turn the ball over against OKC. That's what they do. But to have 11 turnovers, to have a triple-double with turnovers is insane. But ultimately, this is why I have the Spurs winning in 6. I damn near want to say 5, but giving respect to back-to-back, to the reigning champions, back-to-back MVP Shea, they're going to get 2 at least, I think. Stephon Castle's not going to have 11 turnovers again. Because De'Aaron Fox is coming back. OKC is fully healthy. Granted, J-Dub is just coming back from injury. So give OKC that. But once they get their veteran guard, their all-star guard, who they pay $40 million plus a year to, there was multiple instances in the game where the naivety and the rookies showed, yeah, we're still young basketball players, where they had crucial turnovers that let OKC come back into the game. There was multiple situations where they just had to drain the clock, and they rushed, got bad possessions, led to turnovers, gave OKC easy transition points, which is what they want to do. De'Aaron Fox steps in, that's not happening. I mean, just let alone from his veteran point guard presence, he is going to control the basketball, control the tempo, and calm all the young guys down. Which is why I genuinely am scared for OKC. It took a 31-point performance from Caruso to even like stay in this game. I'd take my bet that that's not gonna happen again. And you really can't look at anybody on OKC's roster and be mad. Isaiah Hartenstein only played 12 minutes. He can't play in a series. Defensively, he can't mess with Wemby. He's not fast enough to be off center and rotate into paint to guard Wemby. And he's also can't score on Wemby. And put Chet in there, he's not giving you much more. He can't get those offensive and double chance repossessions. Get those offensive boards into a slam dunk like he did against my Lakers. He doesn't have those opportunities against a Wemby who closes out possessions with 24 rebounds. So I don't see where else they get an offensive output from. I mean, AJ Mitchell, who was averaging damn near 20 against the Lakers, he's an inside scorer. He's not a three-point threat. Clearly, he was 0 for 1 from 3 today. He likes to get into, ting, 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 ta, 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 layups. And then once you feel more confident, once you see the layups go in, the easiest shot in the game, you can step back, shoot threes. You know what, damn it? I'm seeing Spurs in 5. I just don't see an avenue where OKC can get 2 games on these guys. OKC played as Their role player, I mean, they got the best they could get from a team performance wise in terms of, because I don't think Shea's gonna drop 50, and if he does, he's not doing it more than once. And that's nothing against Shea. I think he's a top 2 player in the NBA. That's just Wemby's impact. Now, granted, regression may come. The guards could play a lot worse. Shots could stop going in. Wemby could get a lot more lackadaisical, because there was a lot of things that frustrated me from the San Antonio Spurs. And they were simple things. Box out. Just box out. Defensive communication from the guards. And turnovers. All things that are easily be able to be cleaned up. That was nothing OKC did. That was just them themselves kicking themselves in the foot. OKC, on the other hand, there wasn't much that they did to themselves. They just couldn't get anything going. So, I mean, this game was a masterpiece from start to finish. Double overtime. You can't ask for much more. This is my finals matchup for me. No disrespect to the East, but come on, man. These guys. I mean, this game was beautiful. With that being said, I love y'all. Let me know how y'all feel about my takes in the comments, and who you got and what game y'all got. Like and subscribe. Peace.